wrapped around my waist, yo. I got that Ric Flair figure flow. Slam you on the pavement, that's why they call me Street Pro. Create heat on beat flow. Like Jordan after the second time he three-peated, folks. Get ready, set, let's go. Fight toe to toe, release the flow created by this mic pro. Lights, camera, get low. Action packed, back to back. In fact, this monster will grow. Y'all better let him know. Man with the master plan, and you have no need to know. Hard like winter cold. Bust these fools, anything less than killing whack rappers is a crime. I stay trying to get mine. Stacking value, packing venues, winning over time. Ain't no fine timeline. Open your eyes, you're looking for the best, and this is what you find. Game is only for the bold. You came prepared, now get ready for the show.
Introducing from parts unknown, your UFC and combat sports insider, Clubber D, the Combat G, and the sports professor.
Yo, what up, friends? You know what it is. Ball and Buds back at it again for another one of the Combat Sports Special from Clubber D, the Combat G, your UFC and boxing insider. We are going to get into UFC 316 today. We're getting to get all of the hot boxing news. First, let's find out how my brother is doing today. The star of the show, Clubber D, the Combat G.
Yo to the yo. What's up, my aunts, uncles, all my akis, all my Teo, and
Uh-oh.
I'm about to say Teo Thomas, but
I knew where you were going. That's hilarious.
All my Teos and Tias out there. But I was about to do a little inside trader joke on you, all mother lovers. I'm about to do it. But we're here on a Saturday. It's 4 p.m. Feeling good, looking good. Took a shower 3 days ago. Still smell fresh. How y'all doing out there?
Woo! I hope y'all are doing beautiful. We are live right now on Instagram. We are live on Facebook. And we are live on YouTube. Please, if you are not watching us on YouTube, make sure you subscribe at Ball and Buds. BALLANDBUDS. You see the shirt. You just see the logo on Clubber D, but that's okay. You see the shirt. Make sure you subscribe.
Y'all don't need to see everything. Y'all a little too nosy as it is. Hey, this is we're gonna do a quick check right now, okay? For all you looky-loos, give us a quick like real quick. If you're not subscribed, you're just peeking in to see what we're doing, what we have been doing, just give a little like. If you want to be indiscreet with it, do it on YouTube so we don't know who it is. But, just don't look and don't say nothing. It's free. Give a like or subscribe, all right? It's free. I know y'all are dusty and cheap, but a like or subscribe is free.
A little peeping Tom
action. Y'all out there. We love you. We love y'all.
Hey, as you said, though, it's free to you, so don't be cheap. All right. As we say on this program, get lucky or be dusty, and that's all you get in that.
There's a lot of dust out there.
So, hey, we got to talk. First of all, I posted in the boxing group, so I need to shout out Champ Ross and his boxing's predictions group. I have to shout him out because he said as long as I promote them, he'll let us promote in the group. So I promoted us in the group, let him know to come check us out at Ball and Buds right now. And he said, as long as you promote the group. So, hey, if y'all like boxing and you want to join a predictions group, it's fun as hell. I never thought I would be that much into it, but I wait every week to make my picks. Hit us up, either Clubber D or myself or Champ Ross, and we will get you in there. Also, please make sure that you subscribe with everybody at Country Box. We had an amazing time this past Tuesday. The shorts are blowing up. Savannah Teeny, Oliver McCall, Carlos Reyes, Clayton Q, the country music star, out there for all y'all CMA Fest fans watching right now. Don't worry, I'll be out there in a little bit promoting. I'm going to take some postcards and post them out around downtown with the QR code. Hopefully we get some hits, but we really appreciate y'all tuning in. Truly, thank you for all that. Make sure you also top in with our boys boxing, Skywalker Boxing Media, 86 Boxing, and Papi Chuneo. All right. That being said, you know what it is. It's time. Let's kick this bad boy off. First of all, boxing. Hot news of the day. Our brother from the 757. What happened, Clubber D?
I'm clear my throat on this one. I am so disappointed. So disappointed in Keyshawn Davis. I almost called him Keyshawn Johnson, you know what I'm saying? But I'm so disappointed in what you come in 4 pounds overweight. This is your first title defense. At the press conference, you push De Los Santos for touching the belt as if you didn't do that your last fight and grab the belt. You have built yourself up to be one of the young stars, one of the faces of boxing. Your nickname is the businessman. And what you did was unprofessional. Okay. If you were going to move up, have one last defense, then move up. Okay. A lot of fighters struggled to make their weight and still did what they have to do. This is a bad look on you. Your brothers are fighting tonight. Your friends, your family. I'm sure you had a band come out tonight from one of the local high schools like you did last time to come to walk you to the ring. Okay. There's no way you can look at yourself and think that, oh, De Los Santos is wrong for turning this fight down. He didn't take the money. He should have took more money and yada, yada, yada. No. You know that you're a boxer, man. You've been to the Olympics. You were a silver medalist. You know what you're supposed to do. But yet you come in 4 pounds overweight.
I mean, Clubber D, there's only one thing you have to do in boxing in order to fight, and that's make fucking weight. That's like the only thing like is necessary for you to fight for a championship is that you make that weight at the championship. It don't matter how in shape or out of shape you are, as long as you make that weight.
That's true. I mean, and I get it. Cutting weight, that stuff's probably hard. You know, it's. I know that's hard, but the time for you to miss weight is not your first title defense when everybody, Turkey Al-Sheikh, the man that's paying your bills, backs you. Everybody in boxing backs you. I'm still a fan. I'm just being hard on you because, you know, I'm not one of those is going to sweep it under the rug like it didn't happen. Okay, like you some.
You're always consistent with this. You
got to keep
get
it 100.
Everybody will wait.
You got to keep it 100. You cannot. I can't call out Garcia or somebody else who didn't make weight and then you not do the same. You got to be professional, bro. You know this. Now, if there's an injury or something like that, I get those situations. But leading up to this fight, you gaslighted us, okay? You know, I swiped left or right or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I got all the text messages. I was ready to go to McDonald's and I got stood up. Crickets, nothing.
McDonald's.
You know what I'm saying?
McDonald's.
Oh yeah, I take my dates to McDonald's. McDonald's, Taco Bell, up to 3 items. You know what I'm saying on dollar menu. You got to treat them well. You know, so there's no simping around here. You're not simping, you ain't trying, but I'm trying not to simp well. So the thing is, you know, you had us hyped up and psyched for this fight, and then you don't make weight. And I'm not going to blame Dos Santos for not agreeing to this. I'm not going to blame him for that because why should he? He did what he was supposed to do.
Yeah, so, well, no, sorry.
You know, so
sorry for you.
Can't do that.
So now this invalidates the first title defense, but this doesn't strip him of the title.
No, he took the belt away.
And they took the belt away.
Yeah.
That's what I was wondering. Okay,
if they were going, even if they were going to fight, it's kind of like when I think it was Charles Oliveira in UFC. You know, he was overweight, so the person he went against had an option to win the belt, but he wasn't. You know, they usually just take the belt from you. You know, okay. So and. You know, I'm not going to say I'm not going to move ahead, but yeah, I think there's a reason why, but this is not the way to do it. You can't be the loudest one and being the most, you know, I'm this, I'm that, or I'm going to do X, Y, and Z and not even show up. You can't do that. You can't be the guy in the gym talking, I'm going to lift this, lift that, and then you can't even get the bar up. You just can't do that. And he let a lot of people down. He's going to do he has some explaining to do tonight in Norfolk, okay? Because at the scope, I mean, there's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna show out, you know. And now you have, instead of you or one of your brothers being the main event, you got Abdullah Mason, another rising young 135 pounder. You know what I'm saying? This kid's good.
The star of the show. This is his chance right now.
21-year-old, you know, he's a beast right now. So that's the problem he's gonna have to deal with, you know. And moving forward, he's always gonna have this kind of stain on his resume. Someone's always going to bring this up. First, it was the he fought that fight, then he tested positive for marijuana. Okay, we got past that. It's weed, whatever. But now you in your home state in your city got everybody coming out after that first performance, bringing boxing back to the state of Virginia. You know, putting us back on the map. You know what I'm saying? Your idol, Sweet Pea, Pernell Whitaker, doing what he was doing back in the day, and then you do this. Come on now. There's no excuse. No excuse. And like I said, I'm only hard on him because I'm a big fan of him. I'm still a big fan, but nah, man, I'm not going to be quiet about this one. Not going to do it.
No, truth be told, we are huge fans of Keyshawn Davis here. First of all, he represents the state of Virginia where we're from.
Yep.
So we always got to represent the homeboys from the actual hometown. You know what I mean? But you have always been consistent on especially one thing, and that's making weight. You have always hit everybody hard on that. You've never taken that away from anybody. So wow, pause.
Yeah.
God bless. So we got to keep it real. I was about to say hard again. We got to keep it real. Yeah, we got to keep it real with Keyshawn Davis and let you know, brother. Hey, we are huge fans, but at the same time, as Clubber said, if you want to call yourself the businessman, got to be about your business.
Conduct business properly, you know.
So now what is up with this other business you were talking about, him looking forward? Can you tell us more about that?
Well, when as a man from CJ's Sports TV likes to call him, when Teofimo Lopez came out and called Bud Crawford the N-word and tried to cover it up saying he was saying liquor, when we know what you said, you know what I mean?
Come on.
He's a clown. But so when that happened, immediately Keyshawn, who's cool with Bud, was like, "Oh, Turkey, I'll fight him right now." So apparently, as he said in a podcast called Cigar Talk, which is pretty good. It's a pretty good interview. I watched it. He let everybody know that Turkey actually called him up, and he was in the room, and he had Teo on the phone. And then when Turkey was talking about Teo's next fight, saying he wants boots, Keyshawn was like, "No, fight me next." And then Teofimo kind of tap danced around and didn't want to do it. So Teo's at 140, Keyshawn's at 135. So is that just him saying ahead of time, I'm going to go to 140? Possibly. Who knows? That's the only next best option for him. He's always said that he's going to move up to 140, maybe 147 later in progressing his career. But, I didn't see what I saw with like Devin Haney. When Devin Haney was making weight the last few fights, he looked definitely, he was struggling. He grew out of that weight. I think Keyshawn's like 25, 26 maybe. So, you do grow out of a division. So
that's understandable.
Yes,
that's understandable.
100% understandable. But, like I harped on prior, do not grow out that division on your first goddamn title defense. Defend the title and roll out. Defend it and roll out.
That's it. One title.
Jesus.
At least get one, because that matters.
Mm-hmm.
That matters. You can't just win the title and then not defend it, because then people look back in boxing history and say, "Oh yeah, you won it, but you never actually defended it." So we don't know how good you actually were in that division. Now, again, we're not taking it away from an Olympic or a gold medalist. Keyshawn Davis is a great fighter, tons of potential in front of him. But if you're going to move up, fine. Make sure you're able to make weight at that division consistently, and don't move up again until you start defending that title. And we have no doubt here that he's going to win at the next level. He just needs to be consistent.
Yeah, and he also kind of said a couple things I was a little wary about when talked about fighting someone else, because Lomachenko had retired. I think it was is it I think it's the IBF and
big news. Lomachenko retiring.
They made Raymond Montayo as the IBF champion now, and they asked him if he would like to fight him. This is at the press conference. Someone asked him that, and he was like, "I'm not trying to pay another belt." You know what I'm saying? He said, "Unless they give it to me for free." So that's kind of telling me you're kind of in that Tank Davis mind frame of belts don't matter. I understand that, but if the top fighters have the belts, you're not going to get the money you want because you're not fighting the right opposition. Okay, right. You can fight a bunch of contenders, but if the next best person has the other belt, unfortunately, you have to fight him to get that belt. You can relinquish the belt after, sure, but there's no way you can get those days of those PBC fighters like a Deontay Wilder, who I'm a big fan of, him and kind of the other guys get away with fighting once a year and fighting Jimmy John, who works at Subway. You know what I'm saying? He may have made a sub at both places. You can't fight those type of people and then finally fight somebody big and get your stuff split. So you're gonna have to fight somebody. You know what I mean? So it's
wait a second.
Yeah.
Wait a second. Did you just say that he makes subs in both places?
Mm-hmm.
So he makes subs at the boxing arena for the boxing match?
No, you missed it. Jimmy John subs.
No, I know. But so he makes. Oh, okay. I thought you were saying he also makes subs at the arena for.
No. That'd be triple entendre right there. That'd be a trip. It'd be like he will come to the ring with a big old foot long back in the day, like those Subway commercials.
He's like, who wants subs? He's like throwing out subs.
Hey, that's good shtick right there. Somebody called himself the Subway Man, or
give out free sandwiches. People will love you.
Panini puncher or something like that.
The panini puncher.
Come out with a press as he walks to the ring, shaking his head, calling him jokes out. You know what I'm saying? Hey, any of y'all fighters out there, still my idea. Hey, give me some credit and give me a sub too. Just like you call yourself the Slice Man, those slices of pizza.
Not the panini puncher.
Wow. But it's I just when he said that, because Robert Garcia, Matayo's trainer, had got on Twitter barking at Keyshawn also, rightfully so. I can't defend him. So you were just telling me you don't want to pay for another belt. That tells me I'm wondering who the hell you're going to fight. Like who are you going to fight? And he did say the IBF. Because the IBF is different from the other belts where you cannot weigh over 10 pounds there to fight. You can't really rehydrate and go up like that. Okay. But if you're unifying fighting,
that's at least good.
Yeah, that's what I think that was Boots' problem. His first two defenses when he won the belt. No, his first two defenses when he got to IBF at 147. He didn't look so great because you can't weigh over that 10 pounds a day to fight. That's the only belt that does that. But if you're unifying the belt, fighting someone else with a belt, when he fought Stayonis for the WBA, for WBA, that weight clause is gone. So, and so when he told us, I'm not the rehydration, like, I didn't think about it, but now that he's overweight, I'm like, damn, that's my dude's overweight. So it is what it is.
Now you mentioned the name, Deontay Wilder. And it's not like it's unknown in boxing. It's not like we don't see this every time like we just did with Tyson Fury, who retired and then decided he wanted to come back 4 damn different times. But Deontay Wilder's apparently possibly going to come out of retirement.
Yeah, I think on the 28th of June, I think.
Against Dillian White, is that correct?
Dillian White?
Is that who he's fighting?
No, Dillian White's fighting
or he's fighting on the same card as Dillian White.
Dillian White's fighting the new up-and-coming, I think he's British, light-skinned heavyweight guy. He wanted to beat Mike Tyson's record, but he didn't. He fought like 2 weeks ago. I forgot his name, but he's really good. He's really good. He's gonna fight Dillian White. Now, I thought Wilder was fighting somebody in like either in Alabama or in the States somewhere. I could be wrong, but I know he's fighting again.
I just heard he was coming back. That's all. I mean, I saw.
Yeah, I think they said the fight. He's fighting some mechanic.
Some Joe John.
Well, I love Wilder. I love his story, but it's hard to pick up boxing late in your life, and heavyweights can kind of get away with it. But that's why I put Sergio Martinez high in my list of all-time fighters, because he didn't pick up boxing until age like 19 or 20, because he was like a professional cyclist, and he was like number 3 pound for pound at his time, one of the great fighters. So I put him up there.
Clubberty,
what's up?
Are you ready for the guy's name that Deontay Wilder is fighting?
Let me guess. Franklin Horowitz. I don't know.
The most plain name ever, just like our Joe Johns. His name is Dave Allen.
Dave Allen?
Dave Allen.
God bless. Okay.
I've never heard of a Dave Allen in my life.
Sound like a British wrestler. Like he teamed with the Bulldog.
He did. He sound like he teamed with the British Bulldog.
It's Dave. Hey, shout out to Dave Allen, man. Hey, good luck.
Good
stick
luck.
And move.
I get something.
He's unorthodox, obviously. So I hope Wilder comes back, does what he's supposed to do. Because Malik Scott's a good trainer, ex-boxer, but you can't turn him into a regular conventional boxer, man. This guy,
it's too late in his life, right?
Yeah, if he's freaking throwing lollipops, let him keep doing that, okay? Because he's 6'7" and has a long, arm.
And that's the thing, he'll catch you.
Yeah,
he'll catch you.
He'll
knock you out.
Let him be unorthodox, like Mayorga. Mayorga was unorthodox, Rest in peace, Vernon Force. He had his number, but let Wilder be Wilder. Let him be wild, because him trying to do the jab and all, he just can't do it. It is what it is, You got to learn how to box at an early age. You can't just pick it up. You know what I'm saying?
No. You got to pick that up in your 20s at the latest. Like that's something. That's like gymnastics or tennis. It's like you got to start learning in your teens, really.
Yep. Yeah, you got bright and early. The earlier the better. They're like 9, 10, 11, and then you kind of get older, you're used to it. But picking up, I think Wilder got at 20. bronze
Yeah,
Olympics.
it was probably later than that. It was probably like mid.
It was like 20 because
Wow,
he
that's crazy.
because after 3 months of training, he went to the Olympics. That's how bad the heavyweight division was. He went to the Olympics and got bronze.
Damn.
So,
all right. Well, hey, you mentioned something else a little bit earlier in your talk about Keyshawn Davis, excuse me, and that was Teofimo Lopez and his again, and we completely abhor and disassociate ourselves with any kind of racism on any Ball and Buds channels. So if you're a racist, you can go ahead and unsubscribe right the fuck now.
quickly.
But the point is that Teo was again racist, and it might have cost him a fight at Haney. What more do you know about this?
Yeah, Teofimo, he his problem is that he likes to just he thinks he's funny when he's not.
It's not funny.
And all the people that you're trying to get on your side is going to turn out bad for them and yourself. Stop trying to cause a race war in boxing. There's no need for that, okay? You're not in control to do all that nonsense. And the problem with Teofimo is he's actually a good fighter, but he doesn't want to challenge himself. He had an option to fight Devin Haney back when he beat Lomachenko, because Devin Haney was a mandatory for the WBC belt, but he chose to take more money against Kambosos, which turned out to be less money, and he lost that fight. So that fight's been there for quite some time. He wanted to fight Boots. Boots is like, nah. I mean, the Boots fight makes no sense because Boots has 2 belts at 147. He's trying to unify, he's trying to be undisputed at 147. He's waiting till Brian Norman's done with his fight in Japan. And then he wants to fight him because we got Mario Barrios fighting Manny Pacquiao for some reason. Like anybody asked for that. The PBC in their attempts to stay relevant. And now I'm hearing that Amazon might just cut them from their network. But anyways,
I mean, if you're bringing back Manny Pacquiao, you're obviously reaching to the depths of the fucking earth.
Mario Barrios he didn't look good his last fight on Jake Paul undercard against Mike Tyson, and now he's fighting Manny Pacquiao. Like, get out of here, man. Stop with that mess. And so Boots is trying to be the man at 147 before he moves to 154. So there's no point of fighting Teofimo moving up 7 pounds. It's just like kind of somebody mentioned this before. I'm not going to act like I thought of this, but when Mikey Garcia fought Earl Spence, it's a lose-lose for Earl Spence. Oh, you didn't knock him out, which Earl Spence didn't, but he just whooped his ass for 12 rounds. Oh, you're fighting the little man. So it's just like, it makes no sense for that fight to happen. Now, of course, we got Bud going up to fight Canelo, but that's for different reasons. It's not like Bud has people he needs to fight at this point. He's at the tail end of his career where he's just, trying to become 3-time undisputed, which is a little different. But this fight, it just makes no sense. You have other people at 140 to fight, and so they offered Devin Haney to fight. Teofimo apparently said yes, then no, then yes again, and was offered $11 million to fight Devin Haney in Saudi Arabia. He turns that down. This is the same man who's saying that he's never made over $1 million for a fight. So why would you turn down $11 million against a person you swear you can beat? That makes no sense.
And then be racist about it. After.
Yeah, like it makes no sense. None. And then you had the audacity. Now he also said that I feel like the fight should be in America. Kind of agree with him with that. I'm not going to lie. Like I said, call spade a spade. Kind of agree with him. But if Turkey's fronting the money, you go where he say. Sorry. Is what it is. Now, he said that since Turkey and Devin Haney are Muslims, I'm not going to have a fair shake. Shut up. Just stop. And then prior to that, he had called Turkey al-Sheikh a dictator with the DICK tater on Twitter or X. And then he had to backtrack on that, And I guess the reason why he called him that is because that phone call with Turkey called him, and he didn't know that Keyshawn was there, and Keyshawn challenged him to fight. And then he was like, no, I want Boots. So, I could kind of see why he said that. But just like Shakur Stevenson, Don't talk shit about Turkey Al Sheikh.
Well, the thing is,
Oh,
even if you're not going to talk shit, even if you are going to talk shit about Turkey Al Sheikh, the fact that you have talked all this stuff beforehand, it's like the boy that cried wolf. If you're going to keep being racist and saying stereotypical and racist things, people are going to assume that that's what's going to come from you every time. So when you do say something that's not innocuous, you're still going to get fucking hammered for it because of the fact that everything you said beforehand was disparaging and racist to people.
Yeah, pretty much. And you're talking about a big group of section of people in boxing, okay? But boxing is majority in America. It's Black and Hispanic, okay? Europeans, they got that on lock on that over across the pond. So if you're going to alienate one whole section of all these boxers, what the boxers need to do is, stand on business. Doesn't matter who you are, like Virgil Ortiz. When Ryan Garcia said all that stuff about the blacks and Muslims and Jews and stuff like that, Virgil Ortiz was like, man, fuck that dude. I don't rock with that. You know what I'm saying? It's not just because, I'm this, I got to roll with that. Everyone knows right from wrong. So you don't cater to the bullshit. So these boxers need to get together and like, no, I'm not rocking with them. I'm not going to do it. Same with people that do podcasting and talk to him. They need to hold him accountable for what he says. But, he's doing the whole, I'm not doing a Haney fight because I got personal issues. And the key is, what people like to do is they have to run the mental health as if people aren't out there really struggling. But whenever they mess up, it's, oh, I got the mental health, I got these injuries, yada, yada, yada. But where was the mental health when you was doing the racist stuff? Where, or I found God. Where was God when you was doing the racist stuff? Like, come on, man, get out of here. I don't like that. I can't stand that stuff.
I'm with you. I'm with you. We both agree. Hey, let's get some comments here. We got our brothers in here. Berto, the barber, only the best barber in Woodbridge, came through. Said these guys got to stop missing weight.
It's agreed, man. It's annoying that they're not making weight. They're not. It's embarrassing. To be honest with you, it's embarrassing, and I hate it. I hate it with a passion.
Mar, our boy Wildcard Mar, y'all make sure you tap in with Wildcard Mar. Said Wild went to Diamond Dallas Page.
Bang! Gotta look like him.
Shout out to Wildcard Mar. Y'all make sure you tap in with him, the hardest working man on YouTube. He says, "What's good, fellas? Watching triple If y'all are wrestling fans right now and you're listening to us, I'm not encouraging you to leave the show. We're only going to go for 30 more. Y'all stay with us. But WWE has an amazing pay-per-view going on right now. It is them and AAA in a collaboration. So it's Luchadors versus American Wrestlers. It's happening right now for free on YouTube. So
on YouTube?
On YouTube for free.
Wow.
For free, yeah.
Interesting.
So there you go. All right, cool. Let's keep it moving. Now, after this weekend, we had a couple fights. We were supposed to finally see Charlo and Paul, Charlo and Plant, excuse me, I'm thinking Jake Paul. Charlo and Caleb Plant here from Tennessee were supposed to have a fight. And actually, what's funny is my boy Gary, who's a big, shout out Gary Mack if he's watching, he's a subscriber and a big fan of boxing. He was like, yo, are you going to watch the Charlo and Plant card tonight? I was like, yeah, I plan on checking it out, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Because he was like, yeah, I want to see them fight. If they fight in Nashville, we'll all go together. Well, I was like, oh, yeah, I'm down for that. That was ruined. Is it ruined?
I think, well, he's so Charlo, he looked good.
He looked good. TKO 6.
I mean, he was fighting cornflakes.
Yeah,
so I mean,
yeah, what they call him in the boxing group, Frosted Flakes.
Yeah, Frosted Flakes. I think Lopes and
that's great.
Homie looked like Screech, but and AC Slater had beat Plant. But anyways,
AC Slater.
I mean, he looked good for what he's going up against. You know what I mean? It is what it was. It's a win. He didn't look rusty, which I was happy about because he's been out the ring for so long, and he's another one that doesn't know how to act. And his whole career is shoulda, woulda, coulda, because you don't know how to stay out of trouble, and the alcohol and dealing with some of these dusty females gets the best of you. So. It's supposed to be him going against Plant because Plant slapped his hat sideways, and it was well deserved. The Plant should have slapped him because he was acting a little too crazy with Plant. But Plant lost. Plant, he just does his usual.
What a disappointment that was, man. He didn't even. It was like he didn't even want to fight back. The guy was just like
he got rocked. He got rocked. He said, "Oh, wait a minute." It's kind of like when Garcia had fought Rolly, you know, when
that's exactly what it was like. Yeah.
It tighten you up when you just go through the motions.
He went through the rest of the fight just like very timid.
Once you get rocked and you're in that pocket, it's like you don't want to, you know, Plant's a slick. He's not a knockout artist. He's a slick fighter. You know what I'm saying? And depending on your ethnic background, they call it running, but depending on who you are, you know, if you're Lomachenko, you're downloading, you're doing this. But if
you're someone else, you're a fighter.
If you're someone else, you're running. I like to point that out. But you know, Plant's always been a slick fighter, in and out, you know, boom, boom, I'll point you. So when he got rocked, with dude hit him with the because he came in on with like a half Philly show and came with the overhead right, and ever since that he was like, oh, wait a minute. So Plant has a thing with gassing after the 7th round. You know what I'm saying?
He looked tired. He did.
He did against Canelo, Benavidez. He just gets tired after a certain point of the fight. And this dude was coming up in weight, so Plant's the bigger the bigger fighter. So you're thinking he's going to impose his will, but Plant was fighting like the smaller fighter. I'm like, dog, you're taller, you got long arms. I know you're a slick fighter. Learn how to jab. Keep him at bay. What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't understand Plant's game plan for the fight, but I wasn't. If he fights Charlo, I mean, it's gonna be. It better not be for money. It better be free on PBC or Amazon, whatever.
It's not gonna be free, you know. It's not gonna.
This was it should better be because.
If you do it, just come to Nashville. Just come to Bridgestone so we can have the fight here. Charlo said he would do it in Nashville, so just do it in Nashville.
Now.
We'll support. Oh yeah, they might as well go to Vegas. So all right, cool. Well, do you have any other boxing news for us today, my brother?
Let's see. We got that. Let's see. There's fights on today, but I'm kind of saving that because I don't know who won yet. We got some boxing, some big box coming up. You got Chavez. There's some news saying that Chavez, if he loses to Jake Paul, we got to watch the I think it's the WBA rankings or where Jake Paul is at cruiserweights, because they're saying Gilberto Ramirez.
So they're thinking he might get a ranking.
He might get a title shot against like Gilberto Ramirez.
Shut the fuck up!
I'm not joking. He might. There's rumblings about.
Are we really doing
cruiserweight division is a joke? Besides Ja Obitaya.
Well, that's also because that just kind of got created, right? Like the
cruiserweight.
I mean, it's been there, but like not a lot of fighters fight in the. You have heavyweight, and then you have light heavyweight, and not a lot of fighters are usually. Nope, I'm on the wrong division.
Yeah, I think thinking Jushin Thunder Liger cruiserweights.
What am I thinking?
Usyk is a cruiserweight. Usyk and Vander Holyfield were all cruiserweights.
Between heavyweight and light heavyweight.
Heavyweight and light heavyweight, cruiserweight.
Yeah. Okay, so that's the cruiserweight division that they were talking about. Deontay Wilder should go into.
No, you're thinking. Okay. That's Bridgerweight. That's
Bridgerweight. Thank you.
Bridgerweight. They were thinking that would be. I think cruiserweights. 10. I could be wrong. And up, Bridgerweight would be that like 200 or whatever to about 230-ish.
In that catch weight,
okay. Because heavyweights were small back in the day, like Tyson. I mean, Holyfield moved up for cruiserweight, but heavyweights, not all were Lennox Lewis size. And then,
how do you feel about the Bridgerweight division, though? How do you feel about?
I think there should be something there because if I'm Wilder and I'm coming in at 217,
why do I have to fight somebody 265?
Yeah, 280. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I was Fury's thing. He wouldn't come in heavy against these smaller heavyweights because he's 6'9". But it's. If I'm like Mike Tyson was what, 240, 230?
Yeah, like 235, 230.
So if I'm him and I got to fight somebody 6'9", it is what it is. But
right, height doesn't matter, but weight is a lot different.
Yeah, they can lay on him, but you can always outpoint them and tire them out. So these athletes are a little different. Like Klitschko, Vitaly, he hitch and hold, hitch and hold. He could box, but he knew he could use his weight to his advantage. So. Tire somebody out by like the 5th, 6th round, that could be a wrap. So I mean, they could do. It's okay to have that there if you didn't want to fight someone big. I'd rather, if you're going to do that, build that up, make a big fighter, and then say, hey, I want to fight. Do like Usyk. Usyk cleaned out the division. He was the man at cruiserweight and said, I want to be heavyweight undisputed, and he moved up, and because you can get more technical boxing in cruiserweight opposed to like. You nowadays it's a little more, but you won't get those like Joshua types in cruiserweight. They're Badu Jack. Those guys they got good boxing skills.
Right. And even when you get to heavyweight, most of them are not as technically skilled as
not all of them.
lower weight boxers.
Wilder.
Well, hey, yeah, there you go. Well, hey, look, we got a comment here. I got to go take a piss real quick, but we got a comment here from Dig, and we are transitioning into UFC 316 anyways. So this is a good fan mailbag question, but y'all make sure you subscribe at Ball and Buds, BALLANDBUDS. You see it everywhere. Make sure you subscribe and hit that like button for us, even if you're watching on the replay. Dig, shout out, brother. We appreciate you, or sir or ma'am. I apologize. You could be anything. Did you see Jones try to fight with Francis to duck Tom again? Francis Ngannou, John Jones, Tom Aspinall is what we're hearing here.
Yeah, I saw what's called
Right back.
I saw his mute your mic too. You get a little ass up there too. Anyways, I saw the Twitter post from Ngannou saying he needs to finish, do what he has to do, and then because he's the PFL champ. I don't think they'll fight. I mean, they should fight if Jones wants to validate being a heavyweight, because I don't understand why you hold division up if you're not going to fight nobody. UFC should just strip him of the belt and just let him do these cash money fights. He doesn't have much to prove in the sport of MMA. I'm not the biggest Jones fan outside of boxing, outside of MMA, but in the cage, I'll give him his just due. But I'm not happy with what's been going on for like the last probably 5-6 years with him. I mean, if you're not going to fight, just retire. There's nothing wrong with that. But I don't think he's not going to fight Ngannou. There's no way he'll fight Ngannou. I don't think so. He's just not going to do it. That's all smoke. It's all smoke. And people can blame Ngannou for leaving, but this man made like $60 million in 2 boxing matches, more than he'll ever make in a UFC. So yeah. That just don't make no sense.
316, my friend, tonight. This is the first time we have done a Saturday show since we started like 2 years ago, but it's a huge co-main and main event tonight. First of all, we're going to give you a couple quick hitters. We're going to give you some ones that Clubber D is just going to go through very quickly, and then we'll give you our picks and club bangers for all of them and get into that co and main event, which are going to be awesome tonight. 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. start time Eastern at the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey.
Brick City, stand up.
Whoa, the Outsiders. By the way, my friend.
Red Man.
By the way, my friend, Wu-Tang performed with Run the Jewels in Baltimore last night.
Mm-hmm.
This is their final tour, apparently. How do we feel about one of our favorite groups ever? I know you like MOP as your favorite.
Yeah, MOP is not my favorite, but
I thought they were.
Negative, not at all. I like MOP.
You used to love MOP back in the day.
I still like them, but I went favorite new.
They're Wu-Tang is my favorite.
Well, yeah, Wu's like we'll never see anything like Wu-Tang. You'll never get 9 MCs that's not really a group without stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You'll never get that. So I think RZA's finally getting his just due on the beats he made back in the day. I will say some of the Wu albums I wasn't a fan of, like some of the newer stuff. Like
there were a couple. There were. What was the one with the gravel pit?
I just got a boot camp when that came out too. I got a boot camp. I saw that. I was like, what is this? What is it? Was it an Iron Flag? I think it was an Iron Flag.
That's what it was. Iron Flag.
Yeah.
Iron Flag. No, don't.
Yeah, they had the song Uzi, Pinky Ring. That was actually decent.
That was good.
But the rest, I was like. I actually talked to somebody about that not too long ago. They were like, what are you talking about? All the Wu-Tang albums are good. I was like, give me 3 songs off Blinky Blink. Oh, but what about Cream? I ain't talking about the first album. What about the other ones?
We're talking about the classics.
Yeah, the classics. Tell me something after the second album. That it's like crickets.
So what do you rank first? The original album, Enter the 36 Chambers, or Forever, their double CD that was globally platinum?
Well, both went. I think I got them. I say Forever because not Forever. 36 Chambers because it's near and dear to my heart. It's at that era. I want to say that came out.
We were in 8th grade. I remember because of the first night it came out. My buddy Tony Nylander, shout out, bought it, and we were playing Little League football, and we were playing Chantilly, and we rocked out to Wu-Tang.
8th grade?
Yeah, it was like 7th or 8th grade. Something. It was like
I remember in 6th grade, my main CDs.
It might have been 6th grade. It was like 6th, 7th, 8th. It was middle school.
Because I know about 6th grade, my main 3 CDs were Cypress Hill, Black Sunday, that's Insane in the Membrane.
Yeah, classic.
Damn, was it Wu? No. Snoop Dogg, Doggy Style.
Oh, yeah, Doggy Style. Yeah.
It may have been Wu. That's the other one.
I mean, Forever is a classic. Forever is my favorite.
Forever came out in high school. That was like 9th or 10th grade.
And me and my boys, Tony Nylander again, and some other boys, we skipped whatever, 9th grade or 10th grade. We skipped to go to the Springfield Mall to go cop Best Buy the Wu-Tang album.
Hey man, that was like that was back in the day when people. There's no. It's crazy. I went to the gym today and people were lined up at Best Buy to buy a Nintendo Switch. I guess I didn't know it came out.
Oh
People
shit!
were lined up outside of Best Buy to Nintendo Switch. I want to go cut and see what's going on, but I didn't.
That reminds you back in the day, though, right?
Yeah, I love seeing that. You know, I don't do Black Friday shopping, but I like people lining up for stuff, and it was pretty cool to see that. You know,
but CDs were great because you knew they came out every Friday, and if there was a CD you really wanted to get, you would go to Best Buy or what was the one in the Woodbridge Mall? Tell me, the wall,
Potomac Mills.
The wall
was it. Everybody's from Northern Virginia knows go to Potomac Mills. The wall was that spot. It's like that. Burger King right next. People sneak Burger King into movie theaters.
Yes, the Burger King into the movie theaters.
I don't want to smell French fries when I'm watching the movie. I want to smell popcorn. All right, I want to smell popcorn. I don't want to smell fries. None of that stuff.
I took the fries in.
Terrible. And while we're diverting from right now, I was talking to 2 people, not naming names, but both of them had Mobb Deep over Outkast as great duo rappers.
Come on.
And I said I agree to disagree. I think Mobb Deep had historic beats.
Sure.
Like everyone's freestyled off that.
Sure.
Hell on Earth, all that stuff.
Sure.
But if you go album for album,
no,
both of them have misses and both of them have hits. I would lean a little towards Outkast.
I don't even think it's that close. I think Outkast is. Look, I love Mobb Deep.
Pretty close.
I do love Mobb Deep, but Outkast had classics, and even their double album.
Trash.
Andre.
Trash.
No.
Trash.
No.
That was trash.
No.
You can take Andre's side, throw that out the window. That shit was so garbage. The Love Below was terrible.
You didn't like
no, not at all. That was terrible. Terrible. Get out of here with that. That's terrible. Nope. Not at all.
Girls loved. All I know.
I don't care what the girls loved. That was trash.
In the military, and that double album came out, and people loved Andre 3000.
No, that album was didn't like it at all. But Mobb Deep's album, the joint on 50 Cent's label, that wasn't that good either. So they both had misses, but I think Mobb Deep has more classic beats. It's just album was just Outkast was just different, and ATLs was good. Stankonia was good.
Would you? And this is, I think you will agree with me on this at least. Andre 3000 is a top lyricist of all time.
Lyricist. Top what?
Like top 10 at the minimum. At a minimum, top 10. At a minimum, maybe top 5. At a minimum, top 10. I mean, who you got? Ghostface?
I mean, I'm not gonna. I can't really go right now. I don't like the whole because people say he's the best rapper of a lot. Give me one album by itself that he's done that's great.
No. Of course not.
A lot of his stuff is features. He's had amazing features. I'll give him that.
Yes.
But for me to say, I can't say, oh yeah, this album, this was like Illmatic or Reasonable Doubt or certain things. Before he went crazy, Kanye's first album. His first 2 albums were really good. He doesn't have those for me. He just has a bunch of features that were tight.
All right. Well, let me give you my top 5-ish. There's no kind of order.
We'll be back to UFC in a second, guys.
Yeah, we're back. Hey, I hope y'all enjoying the talk here. Hey, we can go all day. We ain't got nothing to do. Actually, I do got to go post some promotions in a little bit, but that's okay. Karis 1. No order. Karis 1's my favorite, just because that was my main man listening to when I grew up. Rakim, Guadio put me on to all these. Shout out G Malave. Big Daddy Kane, Ghostface, Jizza, Andre 3000, Black Thought. Who else would I put up there?
Where we said
That's 7. Well, that's 7. I only said I was going to do 5. That's 7. That would probably be my top 5 if I had to like order them. What do you think about that?
That's not bad. I mean, it's.
Is there anybody I missed that you would have in your top 5, top 10?
I mean, you can go. Those lists are kind of hard to do because you can say way back to growing up to current, like Big Daddy Kane, Kool G Rap, all those guys.
Oh yeah, Kool G Rap. I forgot about Kool G Rap.
Were,
He's another one. Yeah.
Laid the print. It's all about really what you like. For me, like Scarface is one of my best favorite rappers.
Oh, Scarface. Yeah.
It depends, like nah, Scarface, or like right now. I always argue with my brother about this. I Rock Marciano's one of my favorite rappers right now. Rock.
Okay.
Marciano,
I like Rock. Yeah. And Griselda, the Griselda crew.
Yeah, even the newer guys from Griselda, like Rome Streets. I rock with Bully James. You know, so it's all that list. Kind of it's hard to say sometimes. You always go back to your favorites, and then what's current, who's still currently doing stuff, and also who's new. You know, because Rakim and all them. I think Rakim came out with something recently or whatever, but a lot of them you just go back to their older stuff. They're not really putting out what they used to put out, so it's hard for me sometimes to put them unless I'm saying my all-time greats aside from what now do I listen to as well. So it's kind of me to categorize everything, but you know, like a lot of people are shitting on Lil Wayne. I was never a big Lil Wayne person. I thought, yeah, he was all right. I thought he was all right. I respect what he's done. It's just I don't think I ever bought an album, you know what I'm saying? But I'm more of an East Coast, and when it's down south, you know, it's somebody like Scarface, somebody who really, you know, like Andre's lyrical. Yeah, Andre's up there. I'm not going to take that away from Andre, even though he doesn't have an album by himself that's, you know, where we're now. But, you know.
But he also came out as a duo. So you
exactly. So I don't put, like, I don't have Prodigy or Havoc as one of my favorite lyricists.
No, but I think we can say that Andre 3000, out of Prodigy, Havoc, Andre 3000, and Big Boy, Andre 3000 is the best rapper out
of all of them, yes. But he does all features, though.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're not
wrong. All features. Like if you
wrong.
Tell me, hey, I'm on an album, I'm on this song with 6 other rappers, I'm gonna write my best, and then you probably not hear from me for another 4 or 5 months on another feature.
You're not wrong.
So that's where I kind of like I break it down.
He get helped out with the Outkast albums being so good.
Yeah, no, he did. Him and Big Boy are like that's a great duo. Like the Locks, you know what I'm saying? Like Jada's up there for me as one of the lyricists.
So Jada has a new podcast with.
Yeah, he does with the Locks and the Jewish guys or whatever.
No, but there's somebody who else is on there. I thought was Fat Joe.
Oh, Fat Joe was awesome.
Yeah, Fat Joe.
Yeah,
and Fat Joe said some real pause-worthy type stuff that.
I saw that.
It sounded like it was on purpose. He sounded like he was trying to get a reaction out of it.
Yeah,
but
who knows? He said he's going to be a glizzy something.
Yeah, a professional.
I don't call hot dogs glizzy, so that's not. I'm too old for that. I don't.
Thank you.
That's not.
Thank you.
I'm not doing that. It's a hot dog.
I'm sick and tired of people calling it that.
I'll eat a hot dog.
You don't want me to eat it because it looks like a dick? Oh.
Yeah. Like, first of all, it's a bun covering it, so it's not like it's straight kielbasa to the face. So let's calm down on that. Now, if you got like a triple foot long or something like that, you know, get a fork and knife. Don't you pick that thing up with just one fork and just hawk that thing up in there. You better
wait. So there was somebody yesterday at a baseball game. Apparently, I think it's the Arizona Diamondbacks. They got like a 16-inch foot long. And he was.
Yeah,
he had it flopping. He had it flopping in the mouth.
Now you got to break that thing off like a banana in public. Just break it off and just tear it. You can't just. Now that I'll get with that. You know what I'm saying? Some things you just shouldn't do.
That's great.
But you know, yeah, I ain't doing all that.
All right. Well, we diverted off topic for a little bit. We hope you enjoyed that conversation.
Still here, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Well, now we'll get back into the fights. UFC 316 tonight, my friend. We are going to have an amazing card. Let's get into some quick hitters first. This was rescheduled from a previous fight card. Kelvin Gastelum versus Joe Pfeiffer. Who is your quick hitter here?
I'm going with Joe by decision.
Okay. All right. So, again, y'all, make sure you're hitting your DraftKings, your FanDuel, your ESPN bet, whatever, because Clubber D, I'm telling y'all, I'm going to go back and count.
Pretty good.
Because I've been keeping you are. I've been keeping the pictures. So, I'm going to get count at the end of the year. And Clubber D has been at least 75%.
And I called Ankalaev beating Pereira. I did call that. I did say that.
Yep. All right, cool. Moving on to the next one. A couple fighters that you like. I know that one of our boys, he's my boy. You made him a gatekeeper, but we got
No.
Vicente Luque, number 14 welterweight versus Kevin Holland. How do you feel about this fight tonight, my friend?
This one I feel so. This is kind of like one of those times I think Holland, he did win his last fight, and he's always on that
He did, yeah.
back and forth till he takes the step up. I think he's gonna. I got him winning this fight.
What? You got him beating?
I got him winning. I got him winning.
I thought you would have had Luque.
Did I send that to you? That's what.
Yeah. You know what? I mean,
did I switch up on you?
I don't know. No, I don't know.
Nope, I'm right. I got him winning. I got him winning.
Damn.
I got him winning. I got Kevin Holland winning. I would not be shocked. Now, when you do your DraftKings, if I'm wrong on the round, if I'm wrong on the way he wins, I don't want to hear it. Okay,
That's not your fault, right?
Yeah, I don't have the sports almanac. I'm not Biff. All right, I don't have it. Okay, all I got is your mom's number and her DNA on my pillow. But anyways, so I got Kevin Holland winning.
I don't have anything to cover my face.
I got second round by TKO.
Second round?
Second round. That's what I feel. That's what I feel. Right, this big noggin right here. This big old pillow crusher right here. That's what I feel. Kevin Holland, second round TKO.
Wow. Now, Kevin Holland does have a 4-inch height advantage, a 5.5 reach advantage, and a 2-inch leg reach advantage.
Yep. So. He's going to use his range. If he submits him, that's not out of the realm of possibility. You probably will be a submission, but to spice it up, I'm gonna say second round TKO.
All right, there we go. Moving it into the next fight, and Clubb D is very, very excited about this fighter. We have the number 10 ranked bantamweight Mario Batista, who is a 150 underdog, versus your boy Patchy Mix, who is a 180 favorite. Let's go ahead and I want to give the people some stats real quick before you get into your thing. So let me give them there we go. So anyways, Patchy Mix here has a, let's see where we are. All right, so Patchy Mix is down on 1 inch on the height advantage, 5'9" versus 5'8", and also a 1 inch disadvantage on the leg reach. They have the same reach advantage. What is your thoughts on this fight, my friend?
Man, I don't care if Patchy's down 3 inches to 4 inches to 5 inches to even 2 inches. Ask your mom; she likes 3 more. But anyways, I got Patchy Mix. I'm so excited. He is here in the UFC. This man is a beast. 20-1, 7 straight wins. He's taking out a who's who in Bellator, and they would do collaborations with Ryzen, which is like basically the defunct Pride organization over in Japan, and they fight their best. Patchy Mix is that dude, and the fact that he's on this card with Dvalishvili, the Machine versus O'Malley, that will let you know he will be a champion or fighting for that belt within I'll say a year and a half, if that. If he puts on a great performance, he's coming in as another promotions champion. He was the Bellator champion, PFL, whatever. He's their guy. He got tired of waiting on fighting. He wants to go, so they dropped him. UFC picked him up, and they put him up in there against the 10th ranked person. They're doing that for a reason, okay? They want to build him up. If he looks good after this, he'll get someone higher, and then he will get a shot at the fight. I would love to see him against Nurmagomedov. After this, Umar, if he wins, if Patchy wins, first round knockout. My bad for that going too fast.
Whoa.
First round knockout. If Patchy puts on a show like he's gonna put on, he knocked out Rafael Stouts in like 15 seconds. What it mean?
That's pretty
crazy.
Good. That's pretty good.
He had him sleeping. Like one of his braids went loose. It popped up in the air. I almost grabbed it, made a hairline out of it. But it was crazy, like the way he knocked him out. This dude, Patchy Mix, is that guy. Okay, so hey, put your money. You can say first round knockout. You can say decision. You can say submission. As long as you have Patchy Mix as the winner. Okay. Some of y'all are Patchy too.
Some of y'all Patchy on your head.
Yeah,
maybe me.
Dusty.
So, anyways. Getting into our co-main event of the evening, Clubb D, I am super excited about this fight because you have been hyping up Kayla Harrison since she was a judo champion in the Olympics, and you have got me so hyped on her when she went through PFL and otherwise. So, 18-1 is Kayla Harrison. Juliana Pena is 13-5. both coming off of wins. Kayla Harrison has a 2-inch height advantage, a 3-inch, let me rewind real quick. So she has a 2-inch height advantage, but Juliana Pena has a 3-inch reach advantage and a 2-inch leg reach advantage.
Leg reach.
Hey, it counts.
Yeah, no, that's funny. I like how they do that. I like how they put those in there. It's pretty funny.
What do you got?
Okay.
And I got the club banger too, so let me know.
I got you. So I'm gonna go and deep dive on this. I'm a big fan of Kayla Harrison. She was the reason why I like her is because not to say they used to call her the female Brock Lesnar, but if you look at her physique, she jacked, okay?
Or is the female Brock Lesnar's daughter? Did you see her?
She's humongous. She's a unit. She is a unit.
I'm not on camera while you say that, just in case Brock want to come beat you up.
Okay, come on. I'm not scared. He puts his pants on just like me. Come on, Brock. Come on. Think I won't sue your ass? Hit me, please. I'll own that ranch you live on. Shoot, I don't care.
How you should own your ranch?
and read the Vince McMahon files. I try pee on me, see what happens. Sure. Yeah, I read that stuff, you little nasty freak. But no. He want to watch her. I'm not even getting into it. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know exactly.
You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, we broccoli. Yeah, you little nasty freak.
Yeah,
but anyways, now Kayla's no joke. Ronda Rousey was a gold medalist, I believe, in the Olympics with judo. Kayla's a 2-time gold medalist.
2-time.
Then she went to PFL. Now, PFL, she won the tournament twice. Won the $1 million tournament, got her name out there. When Clarissa Shields came over, they're kind of like, oh, maybe they'll get them to fight. But it didn't happen, obviously. Now, at that, in PFL, she's fighting at 145. Now she's fighting at, is it 35 or 25? I think it's 35. But she is basically cutting her leg off to make weight. Pena's been getting on her about the PEDs and is she on something? Is she not on something? She has a bet with Henry Cejudo saying if she wins the belt, she will become the best combat sports athlete of all time. Because Henry Cejudo called himself Triple C.
No, you're not wrong. So she's 163 pounds, and it's saying that Kayla Harrison faced a challenging weight cut before her title defense, raising concerns among her fans about her health because of the difficulty. But she successfully made the bantamweight limit of 135. That's a 28-pound weight loss.
Her last fight, I had her winning the last fight, which she did. But when it comes to certain type of fighters,
I didn't know
stand up and wrestle. Kayla, she's not all the way there. She's not as a complete fighter. And if you having all that muscle, you can gas out. You can gas out a lot. You can gas out very fast with those.
And just losing the weight over the days beforehand is going to kill you.
Yep. So with that knowledge,
wow, hold
Juliana
on.
Pena is hard to beat.
Whoa.
Juliana Pena is hard to beat. She tapped Nunez, tapped her out. The GOAT tapped her out. Second fight, Nunez is piecing her up, but Pena is like an energizer body. She's always coming back. I've always been a fan of her because she was on the Ultimate Fighter show. The last show I fought when it was Miesha Tate versus Ronda Rousey, the Venezuelan vixen. I've always been a fan of her. She ain't coming back. I called her the other day. Must be a new number. But anyways, she's going to bring it to Kayla, and she's a good wrestler. Stand up can be worked on. But she's very tough. So I think she's going to outlast the early barrage of Kayla and bring it up again. What she's gonna do?
Clubb's Bangerz.
She will tap Kayla Harrison out in the 5th round. Kayla Harrison's gonna be tired. She's gonna be gassed. She's gonna be there. Kayla Harrison's going down. Juliana Pena is gonna successfully defend that belt and move on to the next. No.
How could you do this to our girl? Could you do that? No.
I called her 2 weeks ago. She ain't answer, and I text her.
You know what? It makes sense though. That's a 28-pound weight loss before a fight. No matter how much you rehydrate, which I don't even know if UFC allows you to do that. Do you have an answer on that?
What, rehydration?
Yeah, how much they allow you to rehydrate?
Whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't care. Like
she
Brock Lesnar
could technically put on 15 more pounds right afterwards.
Brock Lesnar used to cut when he fought Randy Couture. He cut to 245, and he was weighing like 300 day of the fight. So, yeah, Couture was like maybe 230. So yeah, like those guys,
That's
they don't
crazy.
rehydrate. They don't care about that.
Okay.
That's one of the reasons why George St. Pierre didn't want to fight Anderson Silva, because and then he fights Fisbing at 185, but he just knew that Silva walked around a little heavier, and he barely walks around at 180. So it's like whatever. But yeah, that's the reason why I have that. Now I will semi caveat: if Kayla doesn't take her out in the first round, maybe second. If it goes past the third, Kayla's going to lose. That's kind of what I'm feeling, because that weight cut is crucial. And Kayla will blitz her. I think she will blitz her, and then Juliana can withstand the blitz. And when I say blitz, I mean pressure her, things of that nature. But if Kayla does not take her out in the first or second round, it goes back to the third. It's a wrap.
So Kayla Harrison submission or KO in the first or second?
It'd be a submission. It'd be like a rear naked
also,
choke or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be rear naked choke, something like that. I see her stunning Juliana with a punch maybe early, and then grab her, ground her. I mean, she might do ground and pound, but I would say if she takes her out, it'd probably be submission.
That's the Clubber caveat. So what is your pick for Pena? Is actually what is it?
It'd be a submission for like fifth round, fourth or fifth round. Caleb used to be tired, she'd be gassed out. I don't see it. I'm a big fan. It's just, she's not fighting at her weight. And
that's a lot of weight cut to fucking do that. And then try to, even if you rehydrate after that weight cut, that's so demanding just to be able to cut 28 fucking pounds before a fight. Look, I am no professional, but I did wrestle in high school. And I remember when they put us in the sauna in the fat suits and made us like lose that weight. And I was running like I had no breath in my lungs.
It's called Omar Engel.
Dick Angle, that's what they used to call me.
Yeah,
pause on that one. All right. Anyways, we'll keep it moving here. To the main event of the evening. We are so glad that you are joining us. Everybody watching on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, make sure you subscribe at Ball and Buds, BALLANDBUDS. On YouTube. Clubber D has a new channel. Clubber D, make sure you hit that up on YouTube as well. And Ball and Buds. At Ball and Buds as well on Instagram. All right.
And a teaser for the channel. My bad, Lamar. We got to record again. I believe so. New episode of Random Thoughts is coming soon, and you're going to see Omar on it too. But we got to record again. He knows.
Sorry, Lamar.
Also, the next big fight watch party will be for Usyk versus Du Bois. I think that's the 18th of July. Ooh. I could be wrong, but it'll be during the day. Time, we'll figure that out, because I'm not going to be on it for about 45 minutes before they walk to the cage, walk to the ring. I'm sorry, guys. Y'all, I love you.
Time for that.
Y'all don't got to see this face for that long before they fight. So I'll figure the time out closer. We get that. It'll be next watch party. And don't illegally buy that fight. Buy it straight up. Actually, I don't care. Just tune in. Yeah. Sorry.
If I am on the boxing stream at that time, if I am available, I will be cracks of streaming such events.
Sounds like thievery.
Moving on to our main event, Mobb Dvalishvili versus Sean O'Malley. Even though he does not want to be called Sugar this week, he has to give him credit, he has not talked. Yep. He has not done anything leading up to this fight, because he knows that he got his butt whooped last fight and he needs to reclaim his spot. 19-4 is Mobb Dvalishvili. Sean O'Malley's 18-2. Obviously, we just said Dvalishvili beat Sean O'Malley. And I talked to Clubber D when this fight was going on the last time, when I was actually at DraftKings watching the fight. Sean O'Malley is 5 inches taller. Mm-hmm. And has a 4-inch reach advantage. But the favorite in this fight, a big favorite, at 325 is Mobb Dvalishvili. What are your thoughts on this fight, my friend?
Mobb, the machine, Dvalishvili, like I said, the first time they fought, I may have a caveat, but I had Dvalishvili winning by decision.
Yes, you did.
Yes, you did. They tried to get that belt up off him, to have him fight Umar Nurmagomedov.
You picked both fights that night. You picked the women's fight too.
So I'm gonna tell you, I think, was it Pena?
Yeah, it was. It was the same. It was the same fighters. Yep.
Same today. But I tell you what. Now Sean's been very quiet. He's been very quiet. I hope he's fought, he's worked on that defending the double leg takedown. Okay, that's why he is. They call him machine for a reason. He doesn't get tired and he wrestles. Nurmagomedov, Khabib's cousin, when he fought him, a very good stand-up artist. Mobb took him to school. Okay. Now with O'Malley, unless he has good, he can stuff the takedown. If he's learned that in the last few whatever time it's been since they fought, we're going to see the same thing. When Omar said reach and leg reach and height and things like that, all that's a disadvantage for O'Malley because he's going to have to get low and stuff to take down. Mobb is just going to want to take him down, ground and pound, tire him out, make him look silly like he did last time. I think he kissed him on his back or something like that.
That was wild.
It reminded me of when
don't ever fucking kiss me while you're beating the shit out of me.
Pretty much. It's like when Couture fought Tito Ortiz and spanked his butt. You know what I'm saying? It's like he sunned him. So unless O'Malley changed what his strategy, because he did kind of rock him a few times, catching him, punching him. So he does have a puncher's chance. And
yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And you know,
but like you said, the takedown defense is not there.
Yeah, it's just if he can't stop the takedown, we're gonna see the same thing. And I would love to see Patrick Mix go against Mobb because Patrick can do everything. He's a well-rounded fighter. This is an amazing fight that potentially could happen. Or Patrick against O'Malley because Dvalishvili, he's cool with Aljamain Sterling. And, Dana White don't like them, so he will definitely not give him a title shot back if he loses the belt. But O'Malley gets one automatically, but whatever. That's if you're not one of the boys,
Dana, we talking to you.
Yeah, they're trying. The UFC has a problem with marketing. They don't have any marketable stars right now. You got.
So hold on, no, hold that thought. We're gonna get into that and WWE in a second because I want to tie all that in together. Before we do that, let me get your club banger for this fight.
Club's banger.
Oh, it's Mobb, 100%. Okay. It's gonna be a decision. Mobb. Similar to the last fight, O'Malley does have the punch power to knock him out. But again, if it goes past 3 rounds, and if it's the same thing, him getting taken down, it's Mobb, 100%. Okay. Morales has a puncher's chance. He does have a puncher's chance. You want to hedge your bets, you could put O'Malley by knockout, but consensus everyone's thinking it's gonna.
Now, do you think he would knock him out early, or do you think it would be an early knockout, right? If he were to knock him out, like first 3 rounds kind of thing.
See, Mobb has good discipline, so I don't see him deferring from his plan.
That's good information.
So I think it'd be early if it happens. But
it would just be like he caught him off guard.
He caught him off guard, or just boom, 1-2 coming in, or had him stunned, like maybe stuff to take down, push him off, hit him. Something like that, because Mobb's he's not gonna stand up with him. He's not stupid.
Right.
He's gonna take him down and just ground and pound him and make him tired. So I got Mobb all the way.
Now I do have a follow-up question to that because a lot of people know that Khabib Nurmagomedov is one of the best fighters of all time, but a lot of UFC fighters, and it's a lot of the less knowing combat sports fighters or people, the general public, the marks as we call them, that say they don't care about the wrestling and they want to see the knockouts. There's no excitement in the wrestling. How do you feel about the Khabib Nurmagomedov, the Mobb Dvalishvili, these type of fighters versus a striking type of fighter?
I mean, if you feel that way, I understand people. You want to see knockouts and you want to see that type of stuff, but watch boxing. Don't watch something that would go to the ground. It is what. Yes, you want to see a knockout, but some people, it's like football. You might want to see a team that's very high scoring, ready to show on turf, the Rams. But some people like to see the 2000 Ravens defense look a beast out there. So it depends what you look for. It's called mixed martial arts. It's not called one thing. I would say personally, I've been to boxing, MMA, BKFC, and Muay Thai fights live. Out of all those fights, Muay Thai is the most exciting. That is the most exciting form of fighting I've ever seen in my life. BKFC is all action. You're going to get somebody bleeding within the first 5-6 minutes.
Right.
But Muay Thai is literally non-stop elbows, knees, kicks, punches to the face, or grappling. It's non-stop action. So if you're into that, go watch Muay Thai or kickboxing. But keep that in mind. You watch UFC, you're not going to get somebody who's always going to want to stand up with you. Khabib, he stood up with McGregor for like the first 2 or 3 rounds, and then he took him down and tapped him.
Yep.
So not every people look at John Jones. Everyone's A lot of people are John Jones marks and say he's the best ever, whatever. That's fine. John Jones doesn't really knock people out. He's a wrestler.
No,
He's gonna
no,
take you
yeah,
down.
right, yeah.
He's gonna elbow the hell out of you. He's gonna or tap you out. He's
Just
not
beat up
knockout
on you until you get.
Yeah. So, like when they say that, like, oh, this guy's boring, and then it's like they're like, oh, wow, John Jones.
But they do, right? Because
Like,
even in the live events, the crowd doesn't get up for it unless people are actually like punching each other.
Yeah. It's weird because you look at the crowds here, then you go to like Japan, it's totally different. They're very quiet.
Oh, they love it.
Totally, like Rampage would talk about it. He said it was so quiet. He heard a little Asian woman fart. He's like, "What was that?" It was, it'd be stuff like that. So it's just, it just depends what you're in. American fans are a little more too rowdy, and then you go to England and they're out chanting, songs and having fun, So it just depends on where you're at and the fan base.
We definitely have to go to England or one of those places. I want to hear that atmosphere. But I do want to ask you,
fly us out, somebody.
Let's go. We need a sponsor on this show, by the way. We've been doing this too long. We need a sponsor. Who wants to sponsor us?
Somebody's going to be sponsoring me. I know that.
Let's go. All right. We talked about this yesterday, and I want you to give the fans your opinion on this. So there has been some rumors coming out after all the firings. Not that doesn't happen. WWE fires people every year. They let people go because of business reasons. And yes, I understand people are up in arms because of Carlito and R-Truth. But let's be completely honest. R-Truth, until his title match with John Cena last month, was just used as comedic material. So if you can save money and find somebody else to be comedic, you would do that. I'm not saying that I don't agree, that I agree with it. I don't. But this is the thing. Apparently, TKO, who is the parent company of Endeavor and WWE, is apparently $3 billion in debt. Not million, $3 billion in debt. And also, there are rumors that Rock is trying to wrestle control from Triple H for the WWE side of things. My friend, what have you heard and what do you think about this situation?
Well, The Rock's on the board of trustees or whatever, directors, whatever it is. So he's making like $30 million a year apparently with that deal. From what I've read when it first happened. So he's essentially Triple H's boss. Triple H was married to Stephanie McMahon, whose father owned the company.
And who is now getting sued.
Who? Triple H?
No, Vince McMahon.
Oh, yeah. So with Vince McMahon out of the equation, what pull does Triple H have now? So him being the man now or then, and then now The Rock and Nick Khan.
And Dana White and Turkey Al Sheik.
Very friends. I don't understand where the $3 billion in a hole. Is Turkey Al Sheik affiliated with TKO, or is he just a friend?
No, I think what happened was when they merged, I believe Turkey paid for most of it. So
they probably owe Turkey some money.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Because Turkey, I know the budget for Turkey Al Sheik's Ring magazine, what he's trying to do with boxing, is very big. Like they got.
No, I'm sure Saudi Arabia has the ability.
They got the money, but TKO, they got it. Well, the dollars don't make sense because the Bud Crawford fight and Canelo is supposed to be promoted by Dana White. Now it's part of Riyadh season, so they kind of took that away from Dana. I don't know why, but they have some. I think what's going on right now with the R-Truth thing, he's one of the best sellers when it comes to T-shirts.
Sure,
and I think it was bad timing because I see both sides. We'll be honest with you. You have him selling T-shirts. You just fought John Cena, wrestle him or whatever, and then you take him off, and you're gonna, not renew his contract.
As a business, that's the best way to do it.
If you're paying him $2 million and you need to cut money, does it justify paying a 53-year-old man $2 million if he's not on all the time? He's just for comedy. They should have just said, "Hey, we'll keep you on." I'm stealing this from Jim Cornette. We'll keep you on and just pay you less, do less shows, and still sell the merch.
Yep, agreed.
But he probably said, "No, I'm staying on business. What I've been making. Y'all laughing at my jokes, paying me whatever." So, I mean, he's had a great career. So, I mean, he's always brought laughter.
You ready for his next career?
Is Ron Killings?
You ready for this?
What?
R-Truth, Ron Killings, started an OnlyFans yesterday. He is on OnlyFans. You can find Ron.
I don't want you gotta tell me.
R-Truth on Well, OnlyFans isn't sexual now. Now it's like for everybody. There's like creators, music creators, video creators. Everybody can do OnlyFans now. It's like a subscription site like Patreon now.
Okay.
It's not like sexual anymore. It used to be.
I knew there was a lot of people that were on there. I think it was like an interview with Ray J. He was talking about he's on there.
Yeah, it's not like porn anymore. It used to be.
Okay.
It's not anymore. Yeah.
I mean, it was a land of no talented people.
So it's like a cameo. Like you give me $20
yeah, that fell off. What happened to Cameo? That fell off, didn't it?
You remember Buff Bagwell gave us the fantasy football sound? You remember Donkey Lips? Peach got Donkey Lips, and he did my list. That was true.
I would think Buff Bagwell.
Ah.
Oh man!
Oh man! Terrible. Great times.
That's terrible.
All right, cool. So that was your UFC 316 boxing stream. I am about to go out. I'll probably live stream. I didn't know. Are you gonna do Are you doing the boxing stream, or are you gonna get off?
What's up?
Are you gonna do the boxing stream, or are you gonna get off? Because I know you said you might want to live stream.
No, I was gonna watch it while we're doing this, but
you'll watch along.
I don't. I have to go get some dog food.
Okay.
I got about like an hour to get that, so I'm good.
Okay. All right. Well, y'all, hey, we appreciate y'all. Make sure you check out our YouTube channel at Ballin' Buds, BALLANDBUDS, as well. Clubber D's YouTube channel, Clubber D. It's very easy, and he has a lot of cool shows, including Random Thoughts as well. Make sure you subscribe to all of our partners, Country Box, Let's Talk Sports, 86 Boxing, Papi Chunyeo, Skywalker Boxing Media, who else am I missing? IOW, Wildcard Mar, Man Down Sports, Let's Talk Sports, Sideline Sports.
You got Jake too?
And Hot Take Jake in the Final Say pod, which, by the way, I saw y'all steal my banter brawls and bravado idea by going, they're going / sports pop culture now. So don't act like I didn't see that, Jake. You're a huge biter off of everybody else's shit, but I still love you. Clubber D, go ahead and sign us out, my friend.
You know what? Let's see. I got a person I want to. You already touched on everybody. Look at man Skywalker saying salute to my man Skywalker. This man, I've never seen somebody go from building to building and be so happy about it. Posted a video of him just doing an electric slide dancing while hanging off a building. Skywalker, you are a crazy man, and that is a well-connected man in a fighting town of Albuquerque. Me and him were talking the other day about all the boxing, MMA history, and just BKFC is blowing up out there also. Albuquerque, New Mexico is a spot where I think people don't talk about as the history of just boxing, you know. Yep. And I didn't stump Josh, because Josh is like the freaking encyclopedia when it comes to boxing. And he was talking about older fights. I think it was a Jack Dempsey fight, and the guy had lost money. I forgot the other gentleman's name. It was in Montana, and a lot of big fights happened in Montana in the early 1900s or whatever. And I was like, since that happened, has there been any fighters that come from Montana? Absolutely none. Absolutely none. So, you know what I'm saying? It's one of those things. It's kind of weird. I was going to shout out my boy, I met him at the gym. His Instagram page is Joggernaut_fitness. It's Joggernaut. My man Joe. Joe, you know what? We'll put it up there in the thing. It's Joe. We're going to have to fix that. But Joggernaut Fitness. He's my man starting the page. He's trying. And he has some good stuff on there. You might see me in the background walking around. I did spot him when he looked at 315. He's crazy
Is
strong.
this at LA Fitness?
No, now he's leaving. He went to DMV Iron, and he's going to all the better gyms in the area. He's leaving all the little people. But
my dad left LA Fitness, so is that like not a thing anymore? What's going on with
LA
Fitness?
It's still there. It's just dusty. You know what I'm saying? Like it takes forever to fix stuff, and it's like, what are you paying for? We got a newer gym, DMV Iron, where a lot of wrestlers come in town. They'll go to that one. It's pretty. Brian Cage was there. A lot of others when they come.
No way! What?
Yeah, a lot of.
You better go get some interviews. Come on, now.
Big guys go there. So you know, I might go there.
Show them your muscles.
Hey, I don't have any muscles, man. I just have blood. I'm a broken man. Let's open up this Coke Zero. I'm a broken man. But who else is on here? Look at Jason Howard saying something.
Shout did he?
Jason down in Nashville.
Let me get a chat going on. Hey, here we go. Our brother. If this thing will move down, Jason Howard, shout out, brother. Hey, what you doing today?
That's probably That's this guy. You know, he's a chef, but he don't know how to cook. Like he burns everything. I beat him in a water making contest. We were seeing who can make the best tap water.
That's not true.
Dusted him in that. Dusted him.
None of
this.
Okay.
He calls me chef.
None of this is true.
I'm just joking.
None of that.
Jason, just messing with you.
Jason Howard is an amazing chef. Jason, hit me up tonight, bro. I'm free. Let's go hang out and get a beer, my friend. Skywalker, salute my brothers. We salute you, my friend. Y'all tap in with Skywalker.
Please do.
Boxing Media. If you like boxing, by the way, he is the most connected man in boxing aside from the major promoters. He connects for everybody. He collaborates. He does interviews with every single fighter. He's my partner at Country Box. Shout out to
Skywalker. If he knows like Winkle John Jim down in Albuquerque where John Jones trains, all those people, he knows all those people. And like I said, you will see, you follow his page, you will see him hanging off the side of the building like he's Spider-Man. You know, it's crazy, man. Crazy.
I would never do it. He says BKFC 75 was dope.
I watched last night. That uppercut, out of this world. One of the smoothest knockout uppercuts I've seen in my life.
Damn,
I dude went on factory reset as he went back.
Ooh, I didn't watch that. I gotta check that out. And
Jason, now all right, don't get started, okay? Now,
wow! Wow!
Let's Jason. Now, Jason, I've seen you with your hat off. All right, let's calm down. All right, you know, if we talk about hairlines, okay, yours are like Etch-a-Sketch. You know what I'm saying? Someone sneezes, just like that. You know what I'm saying? Your hairline looks like a surprised woman's eyebrows. All right, so let's relax. All right. I love you, but don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that. How dare you? All right.
Not
you know what? You know what? I'm tired of talking these non-chefs. Okay, people can't cook.
Skywalker says my guy didn't win last night, but it was good. And he also says my boy Cornbread was winning the fight until that 5th round uppercut.
Yeah, uppercut. I'm telling you, it was factory reset. The dude got hit like that, and he just went down, kind of like hands still stiff. Rigor mortis said it, and I said, God damn. But that's, hey, if you want action, watch BKFC. If you want any type of action, if bare knuckle fighting comes locally to you for like a local regional show, check them out. You'll get your bang for your buck. My brother and Big Larry went down in Tampa to a show a couple weeks ago. So definitely check out BKFC, that bare knuckle stuff. It's pretty fun.
Hey, well, we appreciate you checking us out today. Please make sure you subscribe at Ball and Buds, BALLANDBUDS on YouTube. Also, make sure you subscribe at Clubber D's new channel. It's Clubber D. It's very easy. As well, he is on TikTok, but there is a dot between the Clubber and the D on the TikTok. And also, follow us on Instagram. I also post everything there. You'll see all the photos. I got some live golf.
You know what? Appreciate y'all. If I can speak, I can't even speak right now. I'm tired. Appreciate y'all for checking in. If you check in now or check in later, at least you checked in. Like, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff is free. If you don't want to do all that stuff, do it anyways. Do it from a burner page. I don't care. Just do it, all right? Adios.
Holla.
He's with the millions.
It's that world heavyweight flow. Championship belt wrapped around my waist. Yo, I got that Ric Flair figure flow. Slam you on the pavement, that's why they call me Street Pro. Create heat, don't beat close. Like Jordan after the second time he three-peated. Folks, get ready, set, let's go. Fight toe to toe, release the flow created by this mic pro. Lights, camera, get low. Action packed, back to back. In fact, this monster will grow. Y'all better let him know. Man with the master plan, and you have no need to know. Heart like winter cold. Bust these fools, anything less than killing whack rappers is a crime. I stay trying to get mine. Stacking value, packing venues, winning over time. Ain't no fine timeline. Open your eyes, you're looking for the best, and this is what you find. Game is only for the bold. You came prepared, now get ready for the show.
Introducing from parts unknown, your UFC and combat sports insider, Clubber D, the Combat G, and the Sports Professor.